Ira, here's some clean laundry for you. Ira, look at this room. Oh, it's just disgusting. Now, we need to get it cleaned up. I can help you.
Okay, Mom. I told you. I'll get to it as soon as I can, so leave me alone. No,
Oh, it
don't
just
do anything.
reeks in here.
Okay, it's time for me to do my podcast. Get out.
Ah!
Hey, you promised you'd do my podcast with me this week. I surveyed my audience and they prefer a 2-host format.
What, you surveyed all 3 of your subscribers? Oh my goodness, this room is a mess. I said I would do it only if you did all my chores this week. What conspiracies are you spouting this time? That the Illuminati have taken over Caesar and want to mind control all of us, or that Herod really had his brothers and sisters killed?
You have to admit that Caesar calling for a census of the whole world is rather suspicious. And no one has really explained all those murders in Herod's family. But that's another podcast I'm calling Murder in the Palace.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. Let's get this over with, because I have other things to do. And you have to do my chores.
Hello, my faithful listeners. This is Ira Ben Glass, and we're recording another episode of The Truth Is Out There, where we explore the strange but true events in our little town of Bethlehem. Last week, we exposed the truth and fiction around Bethlehem in an episode called Bethlehem, the birthplace of King David, myth or reality. And we exposed it as a cynical attempt by corporate interests to attract tourists to Bethlehem.
That went over well with city officials.
No worries, because on The Truth Is Out There, we always seek to find the truth, no matter what.
The truth is, this room reeks.
Mom,
Now,
stop
Ira,
that.
when
Stop
are you
that.
going to study for that chemistry test?
Out. This week on our podcast, I will be exploring some strange goings-on in Bethlehem the other night. In fact, we've uncovered a strange conspiracy that happened right under our noses.
What, in this boring old town? Nothing exciting happens here except some sheep running around and shepherds throwing sheep poo at each other.
Well, would you be surprised to learn that there's some making the outrageous claim that the Son of God was born right here in Bethlehem? I have the exclusive story unveiling the conspiracy behind this claim and what really happened the other evening. Only here on The Truth Is Out There will you hear about subversive immigrants, troublemaking shepherds, alien visitations, and secret government overreach.
How about you report on the poisonous gas emitting from your room?
Our first guests are 2 immigrants from Nazareth, Mary and Joseph, who have an interesting tale to tell. We were able to contact them and invite them to the podcast, all the way from Egypt, where they will be having an extended stay.
I thought this was supposed to be a real podcast, not some teenagers spouting conspiracy theories.
That room looks worse than the manger we stayed in.
What a cute little baby. So much hair already.
So, Mary and Joseph, why don't you tell us of the events that led you to come to our Bethlehem illegally, and your outrageous claims about what happened here the other night?
We had to come because of the census, and we were told to come to Bethlehem because my family traces our lineage all the way back to King David.
We've already proven that that is a myth in a previous podcast, and the census was simply a ploy for mind control. Please stick to the facts.
It all started when an angel came to me and told me something very strange and wondrous. That I would become pregnant and be the mother to the Son of God who would change the world.
I have heard some lies before, but that has to take the cake.
So an alien came to visit you, and you then became pregnant.
An angel, not an alien, and yes, I became pregnant soon after.
I have it on good authority that you were not married at the time this happened. Sounds suspicious, does it not? Cover up for your wild immigrant lifestyle.
Now you see here, kid, we were engaged at the time, and there is no call for such slanderous statements.
This is kind of interesting, actually. And you believed your wife that she was visited by an alien?
An angel, not an alien. And yes, I believed her.
How could you believe such a preposterous story?
Well, an angel came to visit me and told me that Mary would be the mother of the Son of God.
An alien, angel, came to see you, too?
That's right.
And I am to understand that Mary has even written a song about it?
Yes, it goes something like how God is going to bring down the rulers on their thrones and lift up the humble. It's a rap song.
There you have it, folks. An exclusive expose of a conspiracy by an illegal immigrant revolutionary cell right here in Bethlehem, trying to overthrow the government. Only on The Truth Is Out There could you hear this story.
I don't know about a revolutionary cell, but Mary and I believe Jesus would be the Prince of Peace and bring peace and goodwill to the whole earth.
I kind of like that.
Well, I dug a little deeper and discovered that this Son of God, the Prince of Peace, was born in a manger in a barn. Would you believe that?
That's true. There was no room in the inn.
That's awful.
Oh, now look at that little baby. Isn't he cute? All that hair.
Come on, Mom. Get out of my room. Thank you, Mary and Joseph. Enjoy your stay in Egypt. Now, it just so happens I reached out to the local innkeeper, a member of the Better Business Bureau of Bethlehem, to confirm for us what exactly happened. I have them on the line right now. Hello, can you hear me?
I thought this was a professional, real podcast, not some teenager in the room.
Is it true you kicked out a pregnant woman and sent her to a barn?
As a member of the BBBB, we follow our policies when there are no reservations and we are full, so we found appropriate lodging affordable for such illegal immigrants.
I'm sure. Were you aware that they now claim that the Son of God was born in your barn?
No, I wasn't. And they only paid for 2 people, not 3.
You're a real compassionate soul.
Hey, aren't you the kid who had the podcast that claimed Bethlehem was not the birthplace of King David? That ruined our marketing campaign, I will have you know. We might sue.
Mom, I told you, I'm doing my podcast. Get out of my room.
A minute.
Out, 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 out. Well, moving on. I have been able to find and have an exclusive interview now with some shepherds who claim they were visited by aliens on the same night.
Ugh, shepherds.
We were able to reach them by phone in the fields outside Bethlehem.
Can you hear us? Are we on?
Please, it's on and working.
First off, I want to make one thing clear. We shepherds do not throw, eat, smoke, or do anything with sheep poop.
We do like to wash our hair with it, though. It makes my hair shiny and silky.
Shepherds, ugh.
I have it on good authority that on the night in question, you were visited by aliens who claimed you should travel to Bethlehem to see your Messiah, a baby wrapped in cloths lying in a manger. Is this true?
They were angels, not aliens.
Did these aliens come on a spaceship? How did they get there?
Angels, not aliens, and they just showed up out of nowhere.
Teleportation! I knew it!
Tell them about the choir of angels.
Choir? What is this, a musical?
Yes, a great choir of angels sing a song about glory to God and peace on earth for everyone.
So we headed out to Bethlehem and came to a manger where we found the baby. He was cute, but kind of hairy.
There you have it. Confirmation that aliens came to the fields outside Bethlehem in a spaceship equipped with teleportation.
Angels, not aliens.
So sorry, he is convinced angels or aliens have taken over and really run the world.
The truth is out there!
Hey, you two, now I have made some angel cookies, so they just came out of the oven. You can come down to the kitchen and get them.
Not now, Mom. No. It just so happens I was able to track down these so-called angels, and they are now speaking to us, possibly from their spaceship. Hello, can you hear me?
We are here, and we hear you now in our spaceship.
I knew it!
Stop that. I think you're being serious. Why is it people can believe in aliens and not angels?
It's the younger generation. They watch too much science fiction and play too much Halo on Xbox. It's the white outfits with the wings. They do not look evil.
Why can't we just have sparkly skin like on that vampire show? That'd be cool.
Human beings would rather believe in aliens than God would send actual messengers to communicate about God's miraculous salvation.
I believe you. Can you confirm for us that you were sent to announce the birth of the Son of God to Bethlehem in a manger to some shepherds?
We did, and the shepherds were a rather odd lot, if I do say so myself.
They smell like sheep poop.
One of them had shiny and silky hair, though.
We sang a song about glory to God and peace on all of God's children.
Then we teleported to our spaceship and took off. Stop that. He'll believe you.
I'm not sure what to believe now. Angels who visit humans, the Son of God born in a manger to two immigrants, shepherds smelling like sheep poop and becoming the first ones to greet the baby. This is all too fantastic to believe, and only on this podcast, the truth is out there, would you hear this story.
Yes, all 3 of your subscribers.
Not just 3 subscribers, but now we have gone international and have listeners from all around the world. We have some eyewitnesses calling in from the Far East to report what they discovered when they visited Bethlehem. Please introduce yourself on The Truth is Out There.
You mean there are actually real people who listen to this stuff?
Hello? This is Professor Melchior calling from East University, chair of the department. I am a little confused as I thought this was an academic podcast, not some teenager in their room.
This is Professor Castor. I'm on the line as well. I did research that led to our trip to Bethlehem.
Don't forget me. I'm Dr. Balthazar. I'm the one who actually discovered the star over Bethlehem.
And I am here on the line, the graduate student of the department. I did the actual work of organizing the trip to Bethlehem.
Thank you for calling in, professors. Please tell us of your amazing discovery.
Well, as head of the School for Zoroastrian Studies, I became aware of some of our professors had stumbled upon something strange happening in Bethlehem.
Actually, I did an extensive lecture review of ancient documents pointing to Bethlehem as a possible place where the Son of God, the King of the Lord, would be born. History is the basics of all knowledge.
But I was one who actually calculated using the most recent scientific tools to the exact location of the star so we could find the baby. Science rules.
And I was the one who made the arrangements, from renting some camels, buying supplies, and identifying some gifts to give to the baby king. They would have gotten nowhere without me, the graduate student.
What did you find when you arrived at Bethlehem?
It was rather odd, to be honest. We had expected a throne room and lots of servants to serve the king.
And what we found was a baby lying in a manger. And the only people around were some shepherds who smelled rather badly.
And some folk claiming to be angels, as if angels were real. Science has disproven the existence of angels.
Once we arrived, we documented the event and soon will be publishing our findings in the Journal of Zoroastrian Studies. I have a feeling some of these professors will be getting tenure.
There you have it, my loyal listeners. The true events of what happened the other night in Bethlehem. I am Ira Ben Glass, and this is The Truth is Out There. Tune in next week when we will have another episode that investigates further. Angels or aliens?
That was surprisingly more fun than I expected.
That's it. The truth is out there. Now clean up your room. And don't forget to study for your chemistry test.
Okay, Mom, geez, I'll do it. Maybe you can be on my show next week where we interview tyrants of our age.
Oh, real funny.
Okay, you ready?
We do like to... We do like to wash our hair with it, though. It makes my hair shiny and silky. We do like to wash our hair with it. We do like to wash it out.
Remember, you're a couple.
And you're chosen.
Don't look
by
like,
God.
Don't look like you hate each other.
Ainsley, here's some, Do it one more time.
So,
Ainsley, you're doing great. You're doing
Yeah.
Just be a little bit louder. You're doing great. You're really doing great.
a snooty scientist who thinks he knows everything. Shouldn't be that hard for you to play that part since you know everything.
I think Hayden would be better than that.
If my grandma were here, she would be like, "Stop it with your bad attitude, blah, blah, blah."
Even closer. Closer. Closer.
I didn't know Angel.
Okay. Take 132.
First off, I want to make one thing clear. We angels, we shepherds.
That's great.
Am I done?